Thank you very much. My name is Alex. I'm responsible for our channel business across Europe. First of all, I'd like to say a very big thank you to our friends at DNK for inviting me to speak to you today.
Меня зовут Алекс, я отвечаю за дилерские каналы в европейском регионе. Очень рад здесь быть и говорить.
So today we're going to talk about three key things. The first thing is I want to talk a little bit about new tech and NDI. I saw my colleague Zoltan presented in detail about their products earlier. I just want to give you an update. The second thing is I want to talk about the one thing I hear whenever I'm meeting broadcasters anywhere in the world, but particularly in Europe, the Middle East and in Africa, are the things that they would like, that they focus on today that aren't technology. That's about saving costs, evolving their businesses and staying relevant to audience changing the way that they think. And then the third thing I want to cover is the 5 new products that Vizrt launched at IBC this year.
Есть три ключевые момента, которые я хотел бы осветить на этом докладе. Первое, то, о чем уже говорил Золотан из Newtek, это объединение компаний Newtek и Vizrt. Второй момент, я хотел бы рассказать, как нам достичь большей экономии при создании каких-то проектов в современном меняющемся мире, оставаться, так сказать, востребованными. И третий момент – это 5 новых продуктов Vizrt.
So I think most people know Vizrt bought Newtek earlier this year.
Vizrt купил Newtek чуть раньше в этом году.
The deal concluded in May.
В мае мы заключили сделку.
And in June we announced that the Vizrt group now composes of 3 separate brands.
И в июне мы объявили о том, что группа Vizrt состоит из 3 отдельных брендов.
And the way we go to market is that Vizrt is focused on our broadcast customers.
Vizrt будет фокусироваться только на сегменте broadcast, на вещательном сегменте.
Newtek are focused on our customers in the AV market and events and smaller broadcasters.
Newtek фокусируется на более таком близком сегменте, это различные АВ-рынок, да, там более такие какие-то низкобюджетные решения.
And NDI is a brand which is focused on the interconnects and the software tools that enable multiple vendors to be able to produce in that area.
И NDI будет отдельным направлением, которое позволит объединить множество компаний, которые работают с NDI, и будет в основном ориентировано на софт.
So, as I mentioned earlier, many customers tell us that the 3 things that they think about most when not thinking about specific technology are how to save cost, evolve, and how to stay relevant.
Да, и сейчас 3 момента, которые как тенденция на рынке, это экономия, оставаться востребованным и вот подстраиваться под некие новые реалии.
And there are 4 key market trends that we see that are driving these thoughts.
И вот некие тренды, да, которые к этому приводят.
The first one is more and more people are moving to automated workflows to save costs, to better use their resources.
Мы постепенно движемся все к большей автоматизации процессов, что позволяет нам уменьшать бюджеты.
The second is to produce content for multiple platforms, not just for television screens, but also for phones, for tablets, for computers.
Теперь мы можем делать мультиплатформенную доставку контента.
And the third one is about the big differentiator that broadcasters have that other entrants to the markets don't have, which is live. So news and sports and magazine shows are really a really big differentiator, and making them look great is also very important.
И также нам очень важно, чтобы качество нашего контента, визуальное качество было очень высоким, и это делает именно вещателей чем-то отличным от всех остальных создателей контента.
And the fourth area we see customers thinking about a lot in the marketplace are around the transitions to IP-based workflows, but also to new formats, whether it's 4K, it's HDR, those sorts of things.
И также весь рынок движется в сторону IP, и появляется 4K, тоже активно развивается.
So let me go through each of those in a little bit of detail. The first one is to move to automated workflows. So the key reason that people do this is to save costs and to better use their resources.
И теперь некоторые немножко углубиться, зачем нам переходить в автоматизацию процессов наших, как это поможет нам сэкономить.
And from a technology perspective, the way to achieve that goal is through using things like studio automation, workflow orchestration.
И с технической точки зрения это позволит нам сделать оркестрацию нашего, так сказать, workflow и автоматизировать все процессы в студии.
And we have two new products that we launched at IBC, which I'll talk to you about later. But this Helix is a workflow orchestration tool, and this Vizrt fits into our studio automation.
И у нас есть два продукта для оркестрации и для автоматизации. Это Vizrt Helix и Vizrt.
And I'm very proud that Vizrt is the global leader in studio automation.
И Vizrt это корпорация глобальный лидер в области автоматизации.
The second one is around multiple distribution ways of getting content out.
И теперь немного подробнее о мультиплатформенной доставке контента.
As I think everyone knows, consumers, audiences want to get their media in different ways. It's not just a television.
И как вы уже, наверное, давно знаете, что мы хотим получать видео не только из телевизора, но и из разных других источников.
And for broadcasters that are funded through advertising, we see more and more of the advertising spend go to online channels rather than terrestrial TV.
И реклама сейчас реклама распространяется не только на телевидении, но и на других онлайн-платформах.
So Viz has two products that help in this area. The first is Viz Opus, which is one of our automation tools, a studio in a box, and it's being used by customers like Deutsche Welle in Germany, EFM in Belgium, Euronews all over Europe.
И у нас есть два продукта. Один из них это Viz Opus, который позволяет делать больше онлайн-продакшена для различных онлайн-платформ.
And also we have a tool called Viz Story, which is a great editing tool that is being used for producing multiple types of content, aspect ratios, styles, etc. by people like IBC in Dubai, Channel 7 in Australia.
И у нас второй продукт, он больше связан с доставкой различных типов контента на разные площадки, называется Viz Story.
The second point here is around visual storytelling, and the key thing we're seeing is that customers and broadcasters are wanting to use more and more AR virtual sets to enable their storytelling.
И сторителлинг, то есть вот, связано с этим моментом, с донесением каких-то своих видений до потребителя. У нас есть разработки в области дополненной реальности.
And at IBC this year we launched Vizrt, which is already in daily production at RAI, at Sky, Formula E, Discovery and CCTV in China.
Да, и этот продукт называется Vizrt, он активно применяется в крупных компаниях по всему миру, RAI, Sky UK, CCTV в Китае.
The other thing about storytelling is that more and more broadcasters are finding that if it's not live, many people are watching it on apps like Netflix.
И если говорить не только о прямых эфирах, а и о других способах потребления контента, таких как Netflix.
And to differentiate your content live is the biggest thing that broadcasters have.
И самая большая задача для вещателя это подготовить этот контент для неких таких площадок.
So there's also pressure to produce more content with less money.
И здесь мы сталкиваемся с тем, что нам нужно больше контента за меньшие деньги производить.
And automation will allow you to do that.
И автоматизация как раз она позволит это делать.
And this Vizrt, as I mentioned before, is one of the products we launched at IBC.
Vizrt это новый продукт, который мы запустили для этого на IBC.
And the final trend we see is this transition because of technological change, so IP, 4K, at some point 8K, HDR.
И немного детальнее в переходе на IP, 4K, HDR.
And the traditional way to make these technology changes was to throw away all your old products and buy brand new products.
И обычно для того, чтобы использовать эти технологии, начать использовать в своем продакшене, нам нужно просто полностью что-то новое купить, новое.
And buying lots of one-box solutions for single activities or pieces of your workflow is expensive and not future-proof.
Да, и купив только один бренд, это не так надежно.
So we see IP becoming much more used by many broadcasters. They build new studios or they upgrade existing studios.
И мы видим, что переход на IP это очень выгодно.
And we're very proud with the relationship we now have, having bought new tech, which includes API, in that space.
И мы очень довольны тем, что мы сейчас работаем вместе с Ньютеком в этом направлении.
So let me jump into the product announcements.
Это анонсы новых продуктов.
So I wonder how many people in the room use Vizrt or the company they work for use Vizrt?
Кто сейчас в этой комнате использует Vizrt?
There's a few.
Поднимите руку, пожалуйста.
So we're very excited about Vizrt 4.
Мы представили Vizrt 4.
It was announced earlier this year. It's been shipping since the beginning of September.
В сентябре мы начали поставки уже.
And you can see, I'm not going to go through all the details here, but you can see the four key areas in which we've invested with Engine 4.
И здесь 4 аспекта, в которых мы стали лучше в Vizrt 4.
So the first is photorealism.
Первое это фотореалистичность.
The second is around building a much more open platform that's compatible with multiple other vendors.
И у нас больше функционала, чем у остальных платформ, которые есть на рынке.
A focus on AR and virtual sets.
У нас фокус на дополненной реальности, на виртуальных студиях.
And to create a new level of an immersive experience.
И некий новый уровень вовлечения зрителя.
Of course, it's made for IP.
И все это сделано для IP, тоже может работать с IP.
Whether it's NDI or SIM2.
С MBTE и NDI поддерживается.
And there's many new features. And if you're a Vizrt customer, please come to talk to the guys at DNK, and they'll be able to give you more detail.
Мы добавили много новых функций. Если вы уже используете Vizrt, подходите, все расскажем.
One of the things we're very proud about is the new Fusion render pipeline, which is based on physically based rendering.
Да, это новый движок рендер Fusion.
And the reality fusion, which includes things like ambient occlusions in real time, global illumination, and now depth of field.
Да, много различных дополнительных функций поддерживаются, различные освещения, глубина резкости, материалы.
We have a brand new multi-mat keyer is what we're calling it. You can see the features here.
Да, это многослойный кеер новый, одна из новых дополнений.
The one thing I forgot to mention is that this Engine 4 is a free upgrade for any customer that is on support or maintenance.
И Vizrt это бесплатный апгрейд для всех пользователей.
It's available now.
Да, уже сейчас можно апгрейд сделать.
For those of you that are creatives using Viz, you'll know that the new Viz Artist interface has changed slightly as well. You'll love the new one.
Мы немного изменили интерфейс софта Vizrt.
So let me talk to you about a brand new product. This is Vizark. And I'll tell you myself.
Это новый продукт Vizrt, я не буду о нем сам рассказывать.
I hope there's a little video here that's going to help explain.
Сейчас будет видео.
You can't hear it because it's in English. I'm hoping the subtitles are okay.
Субтитры есть, можно прочитать.
Including your virtual sets and an easy-to-use interface from the control room. This is an out-of-the-box system that is easy to implement and use on a day-to-day basis. You're able to control and operate all of your virtual set and augmented reality productions from a single interface. Vizrt also controls Vizrt's new state-of-the-art keyer, the Fusion keyer, giving you a color picker and fine-tuning tools to be able to adjust and give yourself the perfect key for every production. Vizrt communicates with Viz Virtual Studio. It also will operate multiple Viz engines simultaneously, so that you have all of your augmented reality or virtual set tools all in one spot. Vizrt gives you quick access to all your templates in Vizrt and Unreal Engine 4. It allows you to set up your augmented reality elements on location with the studio map. Vizrt takes the complexity out of controlling your augmented reality and virtual set productions so that you can unlock the power of your stories.
The next product I'd like to talk to you about, well, the video is going to talk to you about is Vizrt. This is our orchestration tool.
И следующий продукт Vizrt — это продукт для оркестрации.
We all know that media asset management workflows and processes are time-consuming and complex. So therefore we're introducing this Helix, which is a workflow engine-based system that will help you automate your processes, and it will help you do that without coding at all. There's a gap in the market, we think, so that with this Helix, we're introducing a way where people can change their workflow themselves without having to go to the vendor or to get the new technical specialists on site. This Helix is a solution to this that gives the control back to the customers. So at launch, this Helix is going to manage the processes of this one, or media asset management system. But our intention is to extend this to the rest of our product portfolio. We want our customers to be in control, to have transparent processes, to add value to their production, and to be self-sufficient. This Helix, our product series, is a tool to master complexity and maximize creativity.
We had a very busy IBC with 5 new products. This is number 4, is Vector.
И последний продукт — это Vizrt.
And this Vector is a multi-format live production system switcher that we're very, very proud of. It obviously has come from our collaboration with our new friends from NewTek.
Vizrt — это продукт, который перешел к Vizrt от NewTek. Это мультиформатный многоканальный микшер.
This Vector is the hub of the modern IP production network. It's a fully software-based mixing engine that allows video switching as well as multi-platform production. It aimlessly mixes all formats, resolutions and frame rates, all the way from internet streams to 4K and UHD. It's a turnkey hardware platform, but the real value is in the software-based architecture. This Vector is built on NDI, the protocol that is propelling the IP video movement forward. But it's also compatible to get both SDI and SEMTI 2110 in and out. This Vector gives customers full control, maximized flexibility, and full confidence. It simplifies your IP-based production, bringing all your live content available on any platform.
And the final product is Vizrt.
И Vizrt.
At Vizrt, we have this Mozart for the larger productions, and we have this Opus for the smaller productions and OTT productions. But we saw that there's a need for a product in between the two. So this Vizrt fills this space. It's a compact studio production tool, combining Vizrt's world-class studio automation production solutions with high-power video switching and IP video technology. This Vizrt completes a wide variety of tasks without increasing the hardware footprint. The software-defined tool gives the ultimate flexibility all the way from switching to your workflow. This Vizrt is also designed with speed in mind for quick turnaround productions such as breaking news, magazine shows, and 24-hour news. We want our customers to have high-powered studio automation tools that is cost-effective, making studio automation available for everyone. We want our customers to be fit for the future with a software-defined visual storytelling tool. And having all of this in a self-contained system for low hardware footprint. This Vizrt is the tool that allows you to maximize your creativity for all your live production.
So to summarize, again, thank you very much for having me here today. I hope you've seen that Viz is investing heavily in the innovation that will help you to save costs, to evolve your businesses and stay relevant as audience choices are changing.
Большое спасибо за внимание. Надеюсь, я смог объяснить нам наше видение, как мы можем обеспечить экономию, вовлеченность в некие новые тренды и как с помощью этого можно сделать с Vizrt.
And the last thing I'll say is this, I'll be here for the rest of the day, so please come and talk to me if I can help further. But of course, please talk to our friends here at DNK that can help you with everything.
Буду рад ответить на все ваши вопросы. Обращайтесь в ДНК или ко мне.